What is going on, shitheads? Welcome back. It is Friday night. I'm back with the boys, and we're just letting loose tonight, just hanging out, shooting the shit, maybe celebrating a little bit of somebody's little birthday. What? AKA maybe Uncle Chris. What? uh Going on to another year of life and all that good stuff. Congrats on that, dude. Made it through another one. Let's see how many more we can do. But with that being said, we're just gonna crack into tonight's episode like we normally do with what we might be vaping on and stuff like that. I will say I have changed up my setup from this morning a little bit, but I'm curious to see what Chris, what are you vaping on today, dude?
Dude, it's another simple week for me this week. I got one set up, but I think it's a trend. I've been just fucking. Here's the thing. You know how you have something for a super long time and you always liked it, but then you don't use it forever, and then all of a sudden you start to use it, and then it seems to be almost all I'm using these days, and I'm really okay with it. I mean, I switch it up here and there, but I always seem to come back to it. So I got the Odin 200, and then I got the Cosmonaut, the OG Cosmonaut on top with the shoddy cap. And it's a grape ship, DHD, chop top, of course. I got some breeze tones in here. And the liquid that I'm using is it's a raspberry pudding with oatmeal cookies. And I've been really liking it. It's like the second one I've made. It's good. I like it. I think that I really just like the raspberry pudding aspect, and the oatmeal cookies kind of just like adding something extra. Um, but yeah, I've been enjoying it. But that's legit. I've been just I wouldn't even say struggling with one setup. I've just been living with one setup. So I'm enjoying it, I guess, ultimately. Yeah, that's it for me. So Sean, how about you?
I mean, I've been running behind today a little bit, so I'm still rocking with the work setup. But I got that Cosmonaut V2 rocking still. Been enjoying the hell out of it, and that's got the Just Gold chop top sitting on there, and it's just sitting on top of a Gen 2, the old work mod. This thing's probably taken about. I mean, I've had it maxed out at 999 for a long time now. So I mean, we're talking 20, 30,000 puffs probably. We're getting close to. It's been a while. This mod's definitely well over a year old, and it's been a workhorse for me ever since I picked it up. So it's still doing great. And inside of that is a little bit of a Elysian Labs. This is basically their Nilla cake inside. So that's what I'm working with tonight.
Oh yeah, dude. Sorry, just answering a message real quick. For me, I've got something a little different. Oldie but a goodie. Busted out something from the old collection that I haven't used in quite some time. The old Dull Dime, baby. A little spearmint
Nice.
Altoids tin made by the lovely Michelle Lynn of Dull Dime Mods. Got a nice RDA for Vape and V2 on top because why not? Of course, it's a nice little parallel action. Got some Drip Theory N90 aliens in here. Just rebuilt this yesterday, I believe, or the day before. Just because I was like, you know what, I'm looking for maybe a little different type of build, see what we can get going in here, change it up a bit. And of course, I have to throw Boy Mango, and if you could tell, if the bottle's upside down, that means we're towards the end, and I'm hoping my order from Will shows up in the next week or so, or the next couple days.
Even
Um,
maybe tomorrow.
yeah, maybe tomorrow, because that would be very nice. Um, but with that being said, that's all I'm really vaping on. I still got the Pixel with the Ether V2 in there that's still chilling here, and then picking up and hitting every now and then. But that's really about it for me. So there's only one thing left to do here at the top of the show. Talk about something we do, you know, throughout the week. A little extra dose of some shedhead isms for you guys. I don't know. I was trying to think of a cool, fun word to say there, but it just didn't work. But Sean, tell him what's new in the shed.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you aren't tuned into the Shed Time podcast, you can pick it up everywhere that podcasts are found and shedtimepodcast.com. Uh, But we get talking about CES because the Consumer Electronics Show had a lot of really cool stuff that was popping off. And I kind of been just keeping my eye on some of the cool stuff that's been going on with that because there's been some wild innovations. I mean, one that I don't even think we touched on during this episode that's coming out. LG dropping a transparent television. Like,
Oh damn, that's interesting.
yeah. So like very expensive, very elaborate. Like it's all glass, so that way you can literally see through it when it's not on and when it is on. So like if you're watching certain things, you'll still be able to see through in certain areas. But you can also choose to put a black backdrop up that's retractable if you want a more traditional viewing style. Um, that's just one of the things that was going on at CES. So a lot of really cool stuff that was happening there. We get talking about quantum computing because a lot of crazy stuff's been happening there. Some stories I could tell about how background checks are not as effective as we might think, and you just gotta go a little bit deeper sometimes. And of course, it wouldn't be Shed Time podcast if we weren't talking a little bit about Shed Time. So if you want to check it all out, shedtimepodcast.com and everywhere that podcasts are found. New episodes drop every Monday, so you can kick off your week with a little dose of the boys and us just bullshitting about anything and everything. And that's what's new in the shed.
Yeah, Corey, that's crazy. He's asking questions about like stock coils because he just got the new dot amp, and he's been pretty much building his own coil since 2016. He's like, are coil heads supposed to be so loud? Here's the thing, man. Depending on the coil head, definitely, bro. And they have changed quite a bit since the Baby Beast days, my friend.
Yeah, dude, I was like, wait, they still make Baby Beast coils? That's fucking crazy.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, they've changed quite a bit. I will say for the better, for sure. Definitely, I think lasts longer and flavor's definitely better.
Dude,
but yeah,
8 years old at this point.
The mesh coil heads, like that was a total game changer back in, what was that, 2018?
Yeah, yeah, maybe, yeah, 2018.
Yeah. Like when that started to hit the market, like everything started to change heavy and fast on those coil heads.
Yeah, it could also be airflow too, for sure. For sure. But anywho, with that being said, I just wanted to, kind of brainstorm here with not only you guys on the show, but maybe you guys out there in chat for some possible ideas of some different types of things we could do here on the show in the future. Just because as of late, we've been kind of just running into these just kind of, free balling, shooting the shit episodes quite often, which is cool. I don't mind, but it'd just be kind of nice to, maybe have like some little things we can do a little bit more periodically. You know what I mean? We've got the build offs, which only really work when we have other people that really want to participate. We got quick wicks. We've got, rebuild, rewick, refreshes. We've got the shed head sessions. But what are some other things that you guys might like to see thrown up in the mix that, could be easily executed? You know what I mean? As far as like guests and things of that nature go, that's kind of like, I don't know, man. We don't really have as many connections as we used to. But if you guys have suggestions, that's always welcome too. But yeah, I always like to see what you guys would like to see on the show, because at the end of the day, you guys have to watch it. You know what I mean? Once I'm done recording it, I don't ever have to look at this thing again. You know what I mean? So
I also just want to say that you can still get TFV8 Baby Beast coils. Like they literally have them at fucking Element Vape. That's crazy, dude. They're cheap as hell, though.
Yeah, see, that's the Corey. Corey, let me introduce you to this thing that we do on the side. It's called the Shed Time Podcast. For all of your 420, 710 snack
discussionary needs.
Yeah, that's where all that goes down, dude. It's kind of weird, man. It's 'cause, like, at this point, like, we've talked about it plenty on this show, over time, but it's just like I don't want to push it with YouTube because it's just so I don't know anymore. You know what I mean? It's like I really
Yeah.
so it's
I
like
mean, this is the thing.
that's why we do the
We have
podcast because that's all on all podcasting platforms. It's very more free range, and we do throw it up on YouTube too. But with that, it's if it gets taken down off YouTube, you got all the other platforms you could still fucking
exactly.
check it out on. So like that's why it's like we're a little bit more free as things like that go. But dude, if you want some suggestions of some good solid 420 vaporizers, bro, um, dude, I got you. Yeah, no
Yeah,
shit. No shit, dude. Spotify, it's not live. So it's not like a live show, but it is like it's pretty much this just recorded.
Yep.
It's
Yeah,
pretty
and
much
you
what
have
it
like
is.
5 years worth of content you can
Exactly.
start
There's a
into.
gang of stuff on there, dude.
Yeah.
But if you're
We
looking
we have talked extensively about the vaporizers.
if
too,
you're looking for
so.
some quick recommendations off top of things that I personally would recommend for desktop, of course, if you're you got a little bit of some extra spending cash, highly recommend Storson Bickel Volcano Vaporizer. Top of the top, can't get much better than that. That's why it's been banging as hard as it has for as long as it has. Want to go down a little bit in budget? Sean, Air Risers, check them
Yep.
out. Very
100%.
solid option. And then I've also been recently hearing a lot about ball vapes. Been hearing a lot of good things about them. But of
Yeah,
course, there's a
the
little bit more when that
the new
comes to that.
Dynavap head there is very intriguing.
And you just brought me up
Using
too
that
as
whole
well.
ball technology.
If you're looking for a nice portable vaporizer, no batteries needed whatsoever. All you need is a heat source, whether that be through induction heating through an induction heater or through a little handheld pocket torch. Dynavap's your guy, dude. You can't go wrong there. You know what I mean? Always swear by it. But that's a little quick tip for you. But if you want to get more, in depth, conversations about that, we've even had a episode with the man who created the Dynavap himself. So if you want to really get into that, check out those episodes of the podcast. But yeah, dude. What else? Trying to see anybody have any other suggestions of things.
Yeah, what up, Will? Shout out to our sponsor, Still Valley Vapors. Will's in the house. Actually, was it
Dude,
this weekend that Will had that sale, by the way?
I was just about to say there is a 50% off of bottled violence this weekend, if I'm not mistaken.
But on anything on his site, you can use the code SHEDTIME. And I think it's 20%. So if you miss this weekend and you don't vape his liquids, shame on you, first of all. But if you like some other stuff, you can get it from Will. 20% off. Coils, whatever you need. Well, welcome, Corey.
Oh, welcome in,
glad
dude.
to have you.
Welcome in, bro.
Hell yeah.
The old school pencil sharpener vaporizer are cheap and work good. See, I don't know. I'm not too familiar with that personally, Raul, but honestly, anything's better than combustion, to be completely honest with you. So,
Fact.
um,
when you remove the smoke, it's just better for your overall health. And then when you get into that level, like when your shed time is strictly vapor, and then you try to combust again, you can't do it.
it ruins it,
Dude, I haven't smoked anything for over 2 years, boys. This summer it'll be 3 years.
It's been a minute, bro. I don't even remember.
Maybe like when you're at a meetup of some sort. But yeah, I mean, I've not combusted anything for almost, I guess it's been 2.5 years.
He said, I know you guys, man. Never missed the vlog. Just never say much. Hey, dude. Appreciate it, man. All vapor for you for 5 years, dude? Hell yeah, man. Dude, I honestly have kind of lost track. I don't really remember exactly how long it is. I just know it's at least been 6 years for sure. Because that's how long we've been doing this, but at least did it for a year or two before that too. So I might be coming up 7 or 8.
Oh, for like not smoking?
Yeah.
I think that this actually was like 4 days ago. It was my 8th year of not smoking cigarettes. Because like I started vaping before that, and I would like not vape or not smoke for maybe like 2-3 weeks. Then I'd be like out in the work van, and like my vape would die, and then I'd get stressed, and I'd panic, and then I would end up just buying a pack of cigarettes. But it was January 27th, 2016. Yeah, 2016.
Here's the thing, Lady
Maybe it's
Liberty.
been 9 years. No, fuck
She
no.
says
It's been a
there's
while.
just something there's just something about puffing on a bubbler that just hits so different. Here's the thing. They have attachments for things to where you can
Yep.
use these vaporizers in those bubblers.
Oh, fact.
You know what I mean? Trust me.
Yep.
I have quite a
know.
few of them myself. But there is one thing though. There is something that you do miss, like, because trust me, I do miss sitting around and, you know, lighting up a nice doink every now and then. You know what I'm saying? But the aftermath and everything else is just too much, man. I can't do it. The smell, the hacking, this, just all of it, just not worth it.
Dude,
to
it's
me.
honestly it's bad. And the reason why I say it's bad is because like pretty recently, like my girlfriend smoked a joint, and like I gave her a kiss like 3 hours later, and I could taste it and smell
Right.
it. And I was just like, ugh, I really in my head I would be like, babe, can you honestly not smoke weed? But I'm not gonna say that. But I was like, damn, I could still like I made it obvious that
It's
like
bad.
it bothered me.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
Well, I understand what you mean though, Chris, because like my wife hasn't made that switch yet either. And so like she'll take bong hits before bed and then come down, give you a kiss, and I'm like, now I know what it was like for non-smokers to kiss a smoking me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I understand now.
Like it doesn't absolutely disgust me, but it definitely is like, ugh, how do you not see this? You know, but it's all right. More often than
Right.
not, like I'll just get her
Again, like
going on the Dynavap and it's not a big deal. But
we think about it from when we were cigarette smokers, right? Like all those people around us, we had no idea
Oh yeah,
what we were actually like.
dude. I think about that
for
now,
those
and I
people.
understand why a few girls probably broke up with me over the years. I get it.
dude, it's funny. I actually like never dated anybody that didn't smoke. Basically, all like I feel like when I was a smoker, like all my friends smoked. Like the only people that wouldn't would be like some friends' girlfriends or something like that. Like that'd be, and even most of them would smoke. So I just was I was
Yeah, dude.
definitely surrounded by
There's
all
a couple
smokers.
times where I like looking back on it. I'm like, how did I ever think that that was gonna work? Because like there'd be times where I was in a relationship and not only did I smoke cigarettes, but I also imbibed in shed time, and I was also a pretty heavy drinker. And I'd like date women that weren't any of them.
Like they're pretty straight.
Yeah, and I'd be like, well, why doesn't this work? Well, come on, dude. You're a
You're a bit of a mess.
You're a pile of garbage,
And you
dude.
smell.
Yeah, you're a pile of garbage. What do you think's gonna fucking happen? So,
We're from the wrong side of the tracks.
bro, can't tell you how many times I've heard that, dude.
Yeah, I relate.
See, that's not too bad. Corey says my wife smokes cigs, only smokes when she drinks. Well, hopefully,
Yeah, hopefully
not
she
too
doesn't drink
often.
every day.
That's one thing, man. That's the one thing that's hard to do. He's been trying to get her to switch since forever. That's the one thing, man. It's with anything. You can't make anybody do anything until they want to do it themselves, you know? Until they finally come to the decision to finally, make the change. All you can do is just be there to give them the information and wish them the best, you know?
Yeah, Tim, I find that like even when I hadn't combusted for a while, I remember I was like cutting the grass and I was like, you know what? Like I'm gonna like roll one up and I'm gonna like cut the grass and it's 2.5 hours, like no problem. And dude, like later on that night, I like went to eat dinner and shit tasted weird. And I was like, man, my mouth is still so jacked up from all that smoke. Like I just hadn't had any smoke in my mouth for probably like 6 to 8 months before that. Because it was weird. Like I basically got the Dynavap and within like 2 weeks I hadn't even like smoked one bong. And like these guys can attest, like every night I'd be smoking bongs. Like I just and then all of a sudden I just started to use Dynavap exclusively, dude. I did fall off the track a little bit, and I got into just Cardos
Here's my whole thing.
because they're so fucking easy.
Here's my whole thing, Tim, because he's saying that, there's just nothing that, hits the craving but the real thing. And trust me, I get that. But at the end of the day, like another thing that I always think about, bro, and this is why I'm so like pretty like, I advocate so hard for like vaporization of, your cannabis, is because I thought about it like this, man. Is like I quit smoking cigarettes because the combustion and all the carcinogens and everything that I was inhaling when I was smoking a cigarette. So that's why I decided to switch to vaping, because it was a healthier alternative. But then I continued to combust my cannabis, which at the end of the day doesn't have as much of the chemicals and everything else, but you're still going to get, carcinogens and tar and all that stuff just from burning and inhaling smoke. You know what I mean? So it's like, am I really doing myself any favors continuing to combust my flower when I've made the decision to do this healthier switch to vaping my nicotine? Why not fully make that switch and just stick with it? And yeah, I get those cravings. I still get a craving for a cigarette every now and then, but you don't ever see me sparking up another one. You know what I mean?
And also, like,
But that's just me. That's just where I'm from. I'm not gonna tell anybody to do what I'm doing. I'm just saying that's just how I think about it.
well, I think that it's like a pretty normal thing or normal way to think about it because like you're right. Like I understand also that nobody smokes joints like most people smoke cigarettes, right? So like
Oh,
it is a little different.
used
Like
to.
I don't know anybody that smokes 20, 25 joints every day. There are people that do that. I've never known people that did that. Um, and so like I always was like, well, you're definitely not doing it as often. But for me, it's like the taste. Once I realized like how much better everything tasted, not just like it's like when people that used to smoke cigarettes then vape, they always talk about how like the taste is better. Like they might have vaped one flavor when they first quit, and then like 6 months later they vape it again. It's like enhanced. But I even found that for eating.
Yeah.
And so when it comes down to like smoking the weed, I feel like the same shit happens. Like if
Yeah.
I smoke the weed, like Tim talked about, he said the ash sticks around. Like
Yeah.
it does.
For me, it's this. The negatives way outweigh the positives of rolling up. You know what I mean? Not only health wise, but just experience wise, everything. Like there's nothing about rolling up that is going to make my experience any better than using my volcano. If anything, it's going to decrease my experience.
Yeah, like
And it's not going to
combustion-
increase the enjoyment at all, because it's going to be tough to get through that fucking thing.
Like smoking it now feels like trying to smoke a cigarette when I first started.
Yeah.
It doesn't
It's
taste good. It just tastes
kinda
like
harsh.
smoke. It's very harsh. It kind of tears up the throat now. It's wild. Like if you had told me 10 years ago
And trust me, it took us a while to get
I
Sean to
wouldn't
make the
smoke
switch.
cigarettes or grass, I'd have laughed. Hell, if you said 5 years ago I would stop smoking grass and just vaporize it, I still would have laughed at you.
If you would
Never-
have asked you 2 years ago,
Dude, yeah, I was gonna say
Exactly.
even like 2 years ago, I feel
I'm about it was the airizer. The airizer is what got me to fully make the switch. between that and the G Pen Dash, because that thing's just insanely convenient. Like for a little battery powered jammy that you can get like 3-4 sessions at 5 minutes a pop. That thing is clutch. Like when we're recording a podcast for people who have, seen some of the video, like that's what I'm using through a lot of those episodes, just because it's quick, it's easy. Dude, if I'm sitting there playing a video game, perfect, because I could literally, it's the size of a pod system. I can just pop it in my mouth and hold it in my lips like a pod system and, get through that part real quick, take a few toots off it, and then once I'm safe, I can, hold on to it for a minute. Like, once that whole switch happened, it's now like feels impossible to go back.
Also, whatever language that is, I definitely cannot read it.
Yeah, I have no idea, dude.
Shout out to you.
I was gonna try to translate it somehow, but I wouldn't even know how to do it.
Yeah, I don't even want to disrespect you by trying to guess what language.
Oh, actually,
Um,
uh,
I'm kind of with you there, Ern. I'm even a guy that's not against throwing some volcano bags through a bong, dude.
Yeah.
The only
Bags through
thing,
one.
the only thing that I wish I could figure out is how to get something that seals better to the bag, to where I can get more of just a straight rip and not have so much like air seepage happening, to where I can get a milkier hit from the bag. Cause dude, I'll tell you what, bro, some of my bags look like straight, like they're filled with milk. And then you try to rip it through the rig or whatever, and it's just there's either too much airflow happening or it's just not sealing properly. One of the two. I'm gonna figure it out.
all right, I
Another
managed
thing
to translate it. The person that sent it, their name's Mohammed. So,
Oh,
what up,
nice.
Mohammed? But that's it. I couldn't figure out the other part.
Let's see. Can you use
They
it?
have made those kind of adapters, Ben, but it's tough on a volcano because of the design. So James and I were talking about this the other day, that like there's some ways that we can envision it working. Someone's just gotta, make the design happen now. LJ says duct tape fixes everything, and he's
Trust me,
wrong.
LJ. I've thought about it. I have thought about it, my friend.
Also, I managed to translate it. He said, "How are you, buddy?"
Oh, well, great. Happy
Yeah,
to
we're
see you,
good.
man.
Welcome.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can actually translate right through YouTube, just to let you guys know.
How?
I just highlighted it, and then it
Oh.
asked me if I wanted to translate it.
Yeah, I just did. Crazy.
Yeah, it's a trip. That's cool. So if anybody has any languages,
I just right clicked on it and then hit translate.
Yeah.
Crazy. No, they're not. It's a valve system, and it's just because the way that the valve work, it's just like a little silicone flap in there that you push the mouthpiece into to allow the opening to open up. But there's nothing that seals, once the valve's open. So there's like little gaps for air to move. It's a whole thing, man.
That is the one of the benefits of like the airizer that I use, is that it's just straight glass on glass fitment. So that it works a little better in my end, but it's super small, so you need like adapters to fit your different devices, because most people don't have anything at the millimeter size of this. So again, little quirks. It's one of those things, you get what you pay for, right? Like for something that costs less than a volcano,
Here, you want to
you're
see
gonna
it?
get.
This is what the bag looks like. The It's got a silicone valve in there that pushes in. This is for Ben because he's just curious. And then this is what goes in there and pushes in and it goes bloop, just like that. Or the standard one, it's just this little flat guy that goes in there and goes boop, like a little plunger. And you think like this being pushed up against this would seal it because it like looks like the whole thing, but it still seeps through. Anywho, what else we got here? It's almost that time. Oh, Tim made the dogs mad. Great going, Tim.
No surprise.
Dude, whoa, my poll is tripping out on my stream. It's weird. Anywho.
Ben, if you've never used a volcano, as a person that does not own one, they're basically amazing. I personally am too cheap. Not that they're not worth it. I'm too cheap.
They are expensive, for
Mhm.
sure. And I complained about how expensive they were for a long time until one day I decided, fuck it, I'm gonna invest.
Yeah, it was time.
Not only that, but
It's
I
one of
caught it.
those
I caught
things.
it on a deal where I got a couple hundo off. So you know what I'm saying.
You wait till Black Friday or one of those kind of deal days where they drop
Or-
a crazy discount.
Or if you could find
Then
one
you make the
used too.
investment. And this is the thing is like they have a few different tiers. So if you get like a lower tier one than the one James got, and then catch that one on the sale, it doesn't feel as crazy when you think about some of the like mech mods and squonk mods and things that we and other people we know have bought.
Ern says he'll have an Air Riser Extreme Q for sale soon. Just needs a set power supply.
That's what I use. And again, has quirks. Well, it has it's a little quirky. There are things you need to get used to. I bought some accessory pieces to make it a better experience for my liking. But once I dialed in the experience for me, I'm incredibly happy. And like Chris, I'm too cheap to go the stores and Bickle route. Like I want one. And the funniest part of it is that at one of my favorite stores that I frequent, that is their top prize for points. And so I'm just like, I'm just gonna hold on to all my points forever until I reach enough. And then I'll trade them in for that.
I mean, realistically, even I would consider it if it was like half the price. I would consider it.
See that Ben says they're a bit pricey. Definitely seem like they're worth it. A bit above my pay grade, says the guy with a bunch of Dynavaps. See, and that's the thing, bro. It's just like think about it this way. Think about just say don't buy coffee for like a few fucking weeks, like a couple
Year.
months or a year. You know what I mean? Just think about it like that. Just save a little bit here just to grab it, and then you're good to go.
Well, all right. How about this? Like, if
I have one
if
of
you're
those.
collecting Dynavaps,
I also have one of those, Corey, the water pipe adapter. It's the same situation. It doesn't seal with the valve. It's honestly all has to do with this silicone valve. Like if there's just something that sat in there better and actually sealed, it'd be better. But we'll figure it out. Appreciate the heads up though, man.
fine, Tim. Give up your avocado toast.
Yeah, maybe like give up trying to have 10,000 flavor concentrates.
Yeah.
Now you're just talking blasphemy for Tim.
Yeah. It's like now I'm just being unrealistic.
Having an in-home espresso machine is clutch. I bought one for our house as well. I wish I had invested in a slightly better one, but even just having the
Yeah,
milk
okay.
steamer.
See right there. Lady Liberty just called you out there, Tim. She says the man with not one, but two espresso machines in the house now. See, Tim, you have nothing to complain about, bro. And I believe,
Yeah,
didn't you?
and it's a Ninja
Didn't
Lux.
you get like a 3D printer not too long ago too, bro? Hey man, you got to pick and choose. Pick and choose your toys, my friend. That's it. That's all it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, dude.
Yeah,
Just giving you shit. You're looking at the K1. I'm not sure what that is, man. I'll have to Google it later. You have
He has
three?
three.
Okay, see, Tim. Yeah. Need I say more? Is all I'm gonna say there. Hell yeah, Gooser. Dynavap's way to go.
Dynavap is
the way to go.
life.
Just 3D print yourself one, Tim.
And Gooser, isn't it just great when you get that perfect rip every time? Like it's almost like someone does it and like she's like, here, you got this.
Makes
Oh,
pretty
wait.
nice. Not gonna lie.
Dude, honestly, that was like kind of like my favorite part of like using it for the first time when I was like hanging out with Ashton pretty heavy. That like the first time I went out there, he's like, dude, he's like showing me like the perfect way to get it, and then like I was like, dude, man, fucking ripping.
Oh, dude, I have like hundreds and hundreds of hours of like,
yeah,
fine tuning that shit.
like, dude, once you get that the little fucking spin down, bro, the little hand twirl.
Placement of the flame.
Yep. Just
everything.
Move it up, down.
Even down to how you pack it.
Yep. It's all science, man.
Yo,
But
and that's an interesting thing about vaping, that sort of stuff, right? Is that like the way you fill the vessel is so counterintuitive when you come off of smoking.
Oh yeah, because you want to pack it.
Yeah, exactly. We're so used to you got to pack it nice and tight so it goes slow, versus like no, you want the like lightest little pinch. It's incredible. It's such a 180 experience.
I love it. That's hilarious. Hey, but I will say this: I've been on that blunt train though. I know how it's. Man, I still miss it every now and then. I still, back to what Tim was saying, I still get the craving, but at the end of the day, I can't bring myself to do it.
You know, it's so funny too when you said like craving cigarettes. You know, the only time I ever even think about a cigarette is in a fucking movie. In real life, like last week,
Bro.
I was around a dude that was smoking like crazy, and it just smelled bad. I didn't like the smell of it.
You know what?
But in a movie, because you don't get to smell it, you just see it,
Dude.
and you're like, oh, dude.
You know
I
what
remember,
killed
like,
me, bro?
oh.
Watching Peaky Blinders, dude. Because they're ripping darts left and fucking right, bro. And I'm just sitting here like, fuck, dude. God, I wanted one so bad, bro. Oh, it was brutal.
It's only when someone lights it. Like if I'm next to somebody as they light a cigarette, the smell of that first drag, I'm like,
yeah, that smells good. But after the second one, it's just
exactly the second exhale. I'm like, that's why I don't smoke. That's
dude. Not only that, but just the like the ashtray smell afterward. Like, there's a few times where I'll like, I swear there's a dude that like smokes cigarettes when he's fucking taking a piss in the porta potty at the shop, because we have one just right outside, so we don't have to walk all the way down to the building if we just gotta take a piss real quick. And I walk in there, bro, and it just smells like a fucking ashtray all the time, which I guess is better than it smelling like an outhouse. But still, dude, every time I walk in there, I'm like, God damn,
dude, that's like a really tough call. You know, I really want to just smell like day old piss or like cigarette smoke.
Dude, the worst part, bro,
kind of close.
The worst is when the truck comes to empty it.
Oh yeah.
Then, and if the back fucking bay doors open where the truck pulls up, the entire fucking shop, bro, it's so bad, dude. It is so bad. Anyway, let's get off that topic because that's gross.
It looks like Lady Liberty and Goose are bonding over some rap talk right now.
Oh, man, dude. Customer cars that get smoke in with the windows up are the worst. Oh yeah,
Yes, Ben.
absolutely.
Yes.
Oh, dude, some
Oh,
people
it's
are really
the
gross about it.
worst.
I never ever put cigarettes in my ashtrays in my cars ever. Sometimes I would like snap if like the ashtray is in the back because somebody in the back was like ashing in it and then like putting their butts in there. I would like read them the fucking riot act. I'd be like, you do not fucking do that in here. Fucking if you have to ash in a fucking coffee cup and then throw it away. Like, why are you doing that?
Yeah, I had one of those like little portable ones, and every time I fucking got out of my car, I'd fucking dump it. But even then,
Yeah, they're so
car still
gross.
smelled.
I'm so grateful that even when most of my family smoked, while I smoked, we were a non-indoor smoking house. So it would be like middle of a blizzard. We'd be out there just shoveling a patch of snow out beside the door, so at least we could step outside, have a butt real quick, and then scurry back in. Yeah. So
All right.
grateful that that was the way we came up.
So, well, with that being said, ladies and gents, I think it's time for us to go ahead and do the thing, which involves pretty much the main topic of tonight's episode, letting
Strangely
loose.
enough.
So let's let loose a little bit and do what we got to do here, Sean.
Yeah, friends, I'm gonna, let loose real quick and inhale that good shit and exhale that bullshit and enjoy that shed time.
Let's do it. welcome back. Hopefully you guys enjoyed your break. I know I did. Still catching my breath, but here we are.
Yep.
Sorry, I got caught up by reading
Point in
chat,
case.
reading through things that I missed during the shit time break. Anyways, let's see what the game's going to be for tonight. With ending the poll at 58% of the vote, we have where to go.
There it is.
What the hell? It's not popping up. There it is. Jesus.
It is for me.
Just popped up on my side. The game we like to call Who Am I? I thought I pressed the button, but I didn't. This game is kind of like a game of Guess Who, where we do yes or no questions, and each one of us pick out a person, place, or thing, and we'll sit here and pass around or go around the horn and ask questions and try to narrow it down to try to figure out who, what, when, where, why, all the things this person may be. Of course, you guys out there in chat could participate by asking questions, throwing out guesses, all those sorts of things. But with that being said, we have to figure out what we're going to do here as far as a category for the Who Am I for tonight. Do we want to do a person, place, a thing, movies, video games, TV shows, cars, foods, drinks?
Video game was the last one we did. That was hella fun.
Tim, secret time. My eyes really never go red. Since I was a teenager, they just like
Yeah, mine stopped
Well, just
at
like-
a certain point.
it's like it's sunny out a little bit, and I don't have sunglasses. Like that's what happens to me.
Mine only do if I've been heavily coughing. And that's mainly due to the pressure.
Now, if I'm drinking, my face goes like crazy red, and my eyes get like really, really bad.
Oh yeah, I'll get a little glazed over look, dude.
Yeah, I'll be like Lost City population me.
So what are you thinking here, fellas? Category.
I like the drinks idea.
I'm down for drinks, and it could be anything from like alcoholic drinks at a bar to pop to juice to milk, whatever. I'm down for anything like that.
All
Any
bevies?
consumable liquid.
All bevies.
I'm
bro?
down.
This one
All
can
bevies.
tell.
I feel like there's definitely some of those in the chat tonight. I feel like some people out there, not saying that there's a bunch of lushes in the chat, just saying I think that there's a lot of people out there that can give us
You don't
pop
drink milk.
suggestions, everything. I
Sorry.
drink milk all the time when I'm done a fucking bowl of cereal. Kind of a
Hey,
monster
she
doesn't
clarified
do that.
only in cereal.
Well, it's because what adults fucking drink glasses of milk? Do you guys
I
drink
do.
glasses of milk?
Yeah.
When I have like some cookies or
All right,
a donut,
apparently I'm the one that's
or...
weird. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, it's almost a part of my nightly ritual now. A little small glass of milk kind of like signals the body, like, all right, cool.
You know,
Time to-
you don't,
Dude, I cannot
you
remember
don't
the
ever
last
want-
time I drank a glass of milk.
you never even want some chalky milk, bro? A little chalky
If
milk.
I never buy it. I do get it on occasion from a gas station or something. I'll get like a little bottle of chocolate milk. I do on occasion, yeah, but never just like milk.
It's ripping on you right now. It only
It could be deserved though. Like I mean,
it is a normal
apparently
thing.
I'm weird.
Dude,
for
there's
not drinking
literally
milk.
a question on a famous podcast that I listen to, which if you guys haven't checked it out, you're missing out because it's hilarious. It's called Are You Garbage with Kevin James Ryan and H. Foley, two comedians, where they sit there and they have comedians on and they ask them questions to figure out whether they are classy or trashy. You know, so are they, you know,
Okay.
pretty, you know, classy type individual, or are they absolute trash? And one of the big questions is, do you drink milk with dinner? Because apparently it's a trashy thing to do. just to have
Oh,
a glass of
I would
milk with
believe
dinner.
that would be trash.
But the fact that you just even drink milk at all is a fact. People drink milk, dude. People drink it.
Yep. I'll stop being judgy.
You know what's
Good
crazy though
openly,
is the
glass of
human.
milk.
openly. Actually.
The human. We actually evolved to be able to digest cow's milk,
Cow's milk.
and that's why some people are lactose intolerant,
Oh, they just were slow on the pickup.
or they just didn't get that gene, or whatever.
Well, think
That's at
about it,
least what
right?
I heard.
Like,
I'm not a scientist.
the milk is made for baby cows, not human beings.
Exactly.
So we are the only creature on this planet Earth that drinks the milk of other creatures.
Yeah, but there's other creatures that will eat the eggs of other creatures.
Totally
100%.
different, dude.
I appreciate that eggs and milk are different. I
Because
know that.
like milk is meant to feed the
that's
offspring,
a
the
completely
baby
different
of that
conversation,
species.
Anyways, let's get into this game. We're getting off topic, talking too much about milk.
Yes, we are.
So with that being said, who am I? Bevies.
Yeah,
It is
start
our
throwing some
bevies in the
bevies
chat
in
ski.
there, any kind.
No, they don't
She
throw the
get a gas
bevies out.
station.
We're supposed to pick one, and then we got to ask questions to figure out
Oh yeah.
what beverage
This is,
you
Oh.
this
are.
is who am I?
Yeah,
Not
sorry,
taste it
my
or
bad,
waste it,
my bad,
Chris.
chat.
The shed time break obviously worked for us.
Yeah. Okay, I got one.
You want to go first then?
Let's do this.
All right, you start off with the questions there, Sean.
All right. Are you carbonated?
No,
Are you alcoholic?
no,
Are you fruit flavored?
some might say that there's fruity notes, but no,
Are you a tea?
no,
Is your color brown?
yeah. Even though what I'm looking for is not got brown in the name.
Obviously.
I'm giving a lot of information. I'm gonna regret that.
And you're not.
Maple syrup.
Wait,
Come on,
he
Ben.
said he wasn't carbonated, right?
Yeah, I'm not carbonated.
Do you come in a can?
You might be able to find me in a can, but I can't be 100% sure as I have never, Chris has never.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
black.
but- yeah.
Yeah, I'm
I think he just
I
gave
might
it
get
up.
too shut timed.
Are you
I
a
mean,
cup of coffee?
yes.
Oh my god, dude.
I knew it immediately. That's why I asked if you were brown, because I was like, he's coffee.
Oh my god.
Because I was gonna say I'm a black cup of coffee, and then I'm like, what does it matter with me?
Yeah.
All right. Who's next? Let's move on, please.
All right.
Spotlight off me.
I can go next.
All right, start it off, Chris.
All right. Are you sugary?
Yes.
Are you carbonated?
No.
Are you sweet tea?
No.
Sorry, James, I had to.
Are you a sports drink?
No.
Are you a fruit flavor?
Yes.
Are you a punch?
No.
Do you come in a plastic bottle?
Yeah, you can definitely buy brands of this in a plastic bottle. So yes.
Do you come in cartons?
I mean,
You know what I'm talking
Probably.
about, right? Like like the
Like-
Minute Maid sort of like carton style, fucking old jammy, like a
Like
carton
Tetra
of-
Pak? kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like if we're
Like
talking
your
like
Minute
the
Maids.
milk carton style carton, is that what you mean? Or
Yeah,
like
yeah. Like even like you know how we were talking about the other day, talking about the milk when we were kids growing up, and you said, oh, we had like the little carton. Yeah, that,
Yeah.
but just
Oh
like
yeah,
the
and
so
like
like
maybe you
the
don't
beef.
open the spout.
no,
it
it just
has,
got like the
twist
little
top
cap on it or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I just needed to make sure I
No,
understood
no,
what you meant
that's
by
why
it.
I
Alright,
was
perfect.
making sure I
Yep.
explained it.
And yeah,
Okay, okay.
I feel like I've seen it in a carton before.
Are you a beverage that is kind of advertised as more of one meals kind of beverage? You know how like you could have coffee with like after any meal, so that's like any meal could be that, but like maybe orange juice is kind of towards breakfast. So like are you geared towards any meal
I mean,
or time of day? Time of day, I'm gonna go with that.
all right, I like that. I think that's a better way to refine that. Because I can easily answer that, I guess. But yeah, I am. You're asking geared towards any time of day? Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Um, do you consist of multiple fruits?
For the sake of the game, to be hyper specific, no.
Okay.
Are you served warm?
No, no.
Okay.
I can't imagine a situation where anyone served it warm.
Okay.
Are you like a see-through liquid? Like easily?
I'm not. Yeah. All right. No. I'm gonna go with no for an answer on that.
Okay.
Did you ask? Sorry, James. Can you tell me what you asked?
If he was like a see-through liquid, like a
See-through.
clear,
Am I
like
easily
like you
see-through?
could like if you were to like hold it up, you could easily see through it. Like maybe like a
Like holding up a ginger ale,
or
is
like an
see-through?
apple juice or something, because you could easily see through apple juice. But if you were to hold up like maybe certain like punches or something like that, it may be a little bit too dark to see through it. But
Yeah,
if you
like
had a
you
little
can't see
bit,
tang.
yeah,
But if it was a watery tang, you might be able to see through
Yeah.
it. And it's not.
Yeah.
You just not see through.
Okay.
I feel like I'm not easily see-through.
okay.
Not
So he's
easily
either like a
Understand
dark, is either like a darker liquid, or maybe has a little bit of some opaqueness to it.
Okay,
you know
do
what I mean?
we asked if it had anything to do with fruit, right?
Yeah,
Yep,
it's
you
fruit.
And
asked
it
that.
does.
It does.
It is fruit. It is fruit flavored.
Oh,
Are you like a purple? Purple, like would you fall on the purple scale of the color spectrum?
I'm not gonna become super technical on this and say no.
Okay.
are you a citrus juice?
No. But now I think your gears are turning.
Are you apple juice?
No.
No, because you could see through like apple juice.
Yeah, I would agree that one would be easily.
Oh, okay. So if I'd have said apple cider, then okay, all right. Because I wouldn't say apple cider. Okay, okay. My bad. And we asked if it was citrus, right?
Yeah,
Correct,
he said
and
no.
I said no.
And he said no. Okay. Nah, drip through. You can't see through tomato juice.
I see a lot of different ideas out in chat.
Well,
Some people got some good inspiring ideas.
You're not V8, are you?
No, sir. I'm not.
are you prune juice? That's okay. That was from the chat too.
And to
so
be
I was
fair,
like-
and to be fair, Chris, I think I might have had to say that would fall in the purple spectrum.
yeah, because that's what I was honestly thinking
Yeah.
about. But I was like, I don't know, maybe it's like not quite purple, and
Yeah, I think I would have had to agree that that's like in a purple spectrum, and this is not.
okay.
Um,
Pineapple juice is citrus, Duchess. So I don't think that he's citrus. So I don't think it can be pineapple juice.
Chris with a fact, not a fiction. Pineapple is a citrus fruit. It's the fruit that eats you back.
um, it's on me. I'm just trying to think. Would you use it as a mixer?
You could definitely use it as a mixer. Yeah. Yep. Definitely can be done.
Are you grapefruit juice?
That's
Whoa,
a
that's a
citrus.
citrus fruit, sir.
That
So
is
no.
a citrus fruit. Damn.
Welcome to the show, Chris.
Ah,
Are you cranberry juice?
Yes, sir, I
oh
am.
man, see, I think cranberry juice you can see through really good.
Yeah, you can, but it is also a little bit on the darker
Not
side.
easily, because it's
It's-
a darker red.
It's definitely darker. Like, it would be a little bit harder to see through than it would be some apple juice, I think.
It'd be harder to pick up something that was red.
Yeah, like darker
Through
things
it,
are going to be harder to
for
see
sure.
through it.
Okay,
I
cranberry juice.
drink-
you
I
definitely
drink
mix with
a
it.
whole lot of cranberry juice.
What
and
up, face meat?
like, I that's why I'm like, I wouldn't say it's like easier to see through compared to like some of these other options. But yeah, it's so funny too because Tim like landed right on it when he said, "Are you pond water during cranberry season?"
Yeah. Then even Ben was on the cranberry train, but he went cran
Yeah, I
apple.
saw the.
But I was like, well, he only said it was one, so maybe it's just straight
Well, and that-
cranberry.
That's why I said for the sake of the game, I'll get hyper specific. And I chose to narrow down to just cranberry juice and not think about any of the silly other cool flavors. Because let's face it, cran mango is fire.
All right, now give me a second here. Let me think. Let me think.
Cran grape's also pretty banging.
Basically, any ocean spray is pretty good. I'm not really a big pink grapefruit guy, but any of the cranberry shit, I'm fucking with it for sure.
Dude, the white cranberry strawberry.
Oh, I don't think I've ever had that.
It tastes like candy, Chris. It's not fair. It's so delicious. And they know this. They only sell it in a smaller bottle because they know you're gonna crush this bottle in like 2 days flat. So you're gonna have to get another one. They know what they're doing. They don't give you gallons of
Yeah,
that.
they're working it. They're working it.
Yeah. Growing up, we had Ocean Spray's thing called Cranberry World. It was a museum that taught you about the cranberry harvest, and it was literally in my neighborhood, so I could go anytime I wanted.
Oh, really?
When you went downstairs, they had a whole tasting room.
All right. Let's do this just for
Damn.
clarification, just beforehand, because I don't know if we did brands when we did your guys' stuff. So it wasn't brand name. It was just this whatever.
Nah, I was a black cup of coffee.
Yeah, and you
Sean
were
was
just
cranberry juice.
Okay, I just want to
Yeah,
make sure that like I don't have to be like.
But like you
brands.
could be like a Tang. Like, I feel like you could do something like that.
Yeah, like no one's gonna fault you for being Sprite.
Well, I'm just saying because like what happens?
I mean,
if
I
I'm
will.
like. Well, you know what? No, I'm good. Go.
I'm so glad I could set you up for
I'm
that, Chris.
sticking with what I've got. We're going with it.
All right, cool. Do you want to go first, Chris?
Sure. Are you sweet?
Yeah, I would say I'm on the sweeter side.
Okay.
Excellent. Are you carbonated?
No.
Okay.
Feel like that was too
All
easy.
three of us non-carbonated.
Yeah, because I feel like
tonight.
carbonated's too easy to narrow down. You know what I mean? Because it's like you've got soda with uncarbonate. There's so many fucking things you can go with.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Are you translucent?
Like you mean completely like clear?
Like clear, like apple juice would be clear, or like cranberry juice would be clear, or any pop that would be clear, like Sprite, 7-Up, the goat.
Non-opaque.
Yeah, I would probably say yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Are you alcoholic?
No.
Okay.
Are you commonly served at breakfast?
I wouldn't say it's like like I'm known to be served at breakfast, but I wouldn't be
Okay.
surprised if somebody had one at breakfast.
Okay.
That was kind of more information you needed.
I'll take it.
I mean, let's face it. People drink a lot of weird shit at the breakfast table, so you never know. Maybe a Ricky Bobby.
Maybe a little hair of the dog. Who knows?
You know, you never know. Let's see. Hmm. Are you fruit flavored?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or fruit flavored. Okay. No carbonation.
Somebody said, I'm Mountain Dew, and then the gooser said, we're not guessing what James's body is made up of, just what he's thinking of. You're not wrong.
Yeah, Mountain Dew, nerds, pizza.
Literally sipping on one right now.
Okay. Do you come in a pack of multiple containers of you?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe you can find that.
Are you considered a sports drink?
No.
Okay.
Would this be something that kids would take to lunch for school?
I don't know if I wouldn't.
Like, not, it wouldn't be like a massive surprise. Would it be a surprise if a kid took this for lunch?
By kid, are we talking like, what are we talking? Like
We're
age
talking
range?
like in school, so like up to high school, so like
So
up to
well,
18.
here's the thing. Up to a certain age, I would say probably not.
Okay.
So like that's where it's like tough. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, you're not wrong there,
All right.
Gooser. She said he'd be amazed what kids bring to school. That's true, but like most parents, I don't think would be like, oh, here, put this in your lunchbox. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I don't think. Maybe, I don't know.
Like, no Karen would be putting it in their kids' lunch.
Like, I don't think it'd be something you'd be bringing from home, really. You know what I mean?
Okay.
If that makes sense.
See, that's just, I was thinking that, and like, I don't think that James has really answered anything that would make that not possible. Because I don't think we asked if it was citrus.
I'm gonna go with this question from Drip Theory, which is, does it come in a powder form?
I don't know off rip. What was the question again?
Does it come in a powder form?
And let me see here. Yes.
Hmm.
Are you a specific brand?
Yes.
Hmm. Are you Body Armor?
No. 'Cause that would be a sports drink.
All right. I'm like I was going back and forth like.
No, I would consider that a sports drink because
Okay.
it's like a
'Cause, like-
hydration oriented sort of thing. So
Because I know like they don't really market like a sports drink.
they've
does.
kind of
So-
done it lately because they have a lot of athletes and stuff on their packaging as of lately. So
had to just test the water either
no,
way.
that was a good question.
You know.
Are you a Capri Sun?
No, but dude, damn, did those
That's all
snap
that
when
was
you were a
sticking in
kid.
my head, bro. I was like,
Yeah.
I just have to ask if he's
Capri Suns or something. That's for sure.
They came in Lunchables, right?
Yeah, they did come in the Lunchables at one point. I don't know if they still do. I haven't seen a Lunchable.
There's still a
in
lot of
forever.
questions I feel like you guys could ask to narrow this down.
I mean, Tang is a realistic guess, but James wouldn't have been so hesitant on if it comes powdered form because, like, I think that most people probably drink Tang from a powder.
Yeah.
I remember when they did their pouches for a while too.
Are you citrus flavored though?
Yes.
Are you lemonade?
No.
Okay.
No, because again, he would have known that cam's powdered.
Yeah. Country time, bro. Love that shit.
Like that's like, are you Kool-Aid? He wouldn't have had a guess.
Fair.
Yeah, you know.
You guys are barking down the right train now, though. Oh well, working towards it. I think maybe.
Ha 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 ha. Okay. Does Arizona iced tea make a version of you?
I'd be wrong if I said no.
All right.
What? Sorry, what was that question?
Does Arizona iced tea make a version of you? And he says he'd be wrong if he said no.
Are you an Arnold Palmer, Arizona iced tea, Arnold Palmer vibe?
No.
Oh. All right.
Sean?
All right. So I'm feeling. Are you mucho mango?
No, man.
Are you the
Or
classic lemon iced tea, Arizona lemon iced tea?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Thank you. I was like, we were just talking about this the other day.
That's why
He actually
Come on,
had a
Chris.
can. Yeah.
I just had one yesterday.
Oh, Sean, you
Let's
already
throw the
knew what it
can
was.
away.
So you were trying to serve it up to me?
I was checking. Well, I was checking to make sure it wasn't mango, and I was like, if
Oh,
it's
okay.
not mango, Chris is gonna know it's this.
Yeah.
So yes.
I guess I threw.
Because yes, I've definitely seen that in a powder. I've seen
Yep.
a handful of
There's
their
only
flavors
three
in
that
powder.
do the powder: the green tea, the Arnold Palmer, and the lemon tea. And
They
they're
even
the
make
little,
it in
they're in the
a
sticks.
fruit snack.
Yeah, I seen
Oh,
those the
okay.
other day. I almost grabbed
They
them, but I didn't.
slap,
Do they?
bro. They because they actually taste like the tea as well as the fruit flavor.
Nice.
It is delicious.
That was a pretty solid round there, boys.
Dude, I want to fucking.
That was a lot of fun.
I wanted Arizona right now so bad.
Dude,
I'm just saying, your boy might have to grab a gallon of the lemon iced tea this weekend.
I grabbed
Like I have Mountain Dew upstairs. I could put a Mountain Dew in the freezer, drink it in an hour or whatever.
Yeah,
I just will not hit the same as an
I
iced
grabbed
tea right
two
now.
yesterday.
Right.
I had a lemon tea, and then I had the strawberry lemonade Arnold Palmer, which fucking slaps, dude.
The Gold Bear Gang.
Yeah, dude. I was sitting here. I cracked that lemon tea yesterday when I was sitting here, and dude, first sip, I was like, bro, this tastes almost better than I remember, because it's been a while. It's been probably at least like a year or two, maybe even more, since I've had like a lemon tea, and that used to be my go-to. Lemon tea, dude. This is the only reason why I also hesitated on the lunch thing, Chris. Is because like I don't necessarily think like elementary to middle school kids are really gonna be bringing Arizona to lunch. But I'll tell you what, in high school, bro, I had a lemon Arizona tea about every day for lunch, and it was mainly because I walked off campus and went to the corner gas station, and I would leave for like 2-3 periods, walk to the gas station, grab a bag of hot Cheetos in Arizona for like $2, and just fucking walk around for however long until we decided, all right, let's go back to school.
Ern, that's tough. You don't like lemon tea?
What? Dude, the lemon is my favorite, bro. That's a fucking bummer, dude.
The raspberry one, I'll like.
They all-
probably would have bought it just as much as the lemon.
The raspberry, I wasn't too, like, the raspberry was okay, but it was never my favorite. Never like
It
the
didn't
peach.
seem as sweet as the lemon one, actually.
Yeah, that's crazy, Ern.
Yeah, that's wild.
What a trip. Yeah, the peach
tea
I
is nice.
I hated the peach.
Not a.
I don't love it. It's fine.
Top.
Didn't like the orangeade. Wasn't really a big fan of the grapeade. The watermelon was pretty good. The strawberry kiwi one was good. Any of the Arnold Palmer smacked.
The white tea with blueberry is fire. You're right, Tim.
The green tea, obviously, solid pick. I didn't know I liked green tea until I tried an Arizona green tea. And I was like, oh, this is kind of nice.
Well,
Very
just
light.
because you don't have, like, you probably totally drank milk with dinner. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, it was saying
100%.
Yeah.
If this was
Yeah.
the Are You Garbage, bro, I don't even think we would have to ask many questions.
No, I don't think so either.
Dude, honestly, I would love to see him on that show and have them ask him questions, bro. And just wait to hear the fucking response, dude. Because you know it's going to be something fucking wild.
Oh my god, those calypsos, LJ, were just way
You
too
just
sweet.
hurt my heart.
Ern.
That
You're saying some wild shit tonight, man. I'm telling you.
that one hurts. But
You're
yeah,
on one.
the Calypso juices are pretty fucking good too. But that's the thing, is like that's juice, tea, that sort of thing. Or that's juice. When I want a tea, I go Arizona. When I want a nice like lemonade sort of thing, I'll go Calypso.
I never really fucked with Calypso stuff.
They're sweet.
Wicked
They're-
sweet.
But they're always in a glass bottle, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dude, Sobe, bro. You're bringing back some
of the
fucking
old
memory.
school
Dude, the
Sobeys were
dragon fruit Sobe,
fire.
bro, was my fucking shit.
Oh my god.
Ah, fuck, I loved it.
I had like
Yep,
I had
see?
so many
Advocate
of
for
those
Liberty, my
Sobeys,
dude.
Sobe
Pound it.
bottles. Oh.
Pound it, bro, right there. That shit was so fucking good. Yeah, there are other teas besides Arizona, but none of them are Arizona.
They're just mid. Yeah, they're just mid.
I was
Like-
honestly, this was my ranking the other day of like the 3 big tea companies. Obviously, Arizona being one of them was my favorite. Then it went Nest Tea, and then Brisk, absolute last. Not a Brisk guy.
Brisk isn't really tea as much as it's a tea flavored beverage.
Yeah.
Like I don't dislike it, but I'm never I'm
Fuck
never
yeah.
go if I'm grabbing the brisk bottle, I'm never grabbing the iced tea brisk.
No, I'll grab the fruit mixes and stuff every
Yeah,
now and
I'll take,
then.
like,
Well, they have like
lemonade
they
Fanta
have their
instead.
own Arnold Palmer, basically
But
like
it's not.
lemonade, iced tea.
It's
but
It's not as good.
It's
well
just
because their lemonade's not as good and their fucking
tea's
iced
not.
tea's not
Yeah,
as
so
good.
it's honestly just more of the same thing is all it is to
Yeah,
me.
it's like a different.
It's just
not
more
good.
lemon of the thing. Snapples are fire for sure. Gotta love
Dude,
a Snapple.
Snapple apple. Ugh.
Dude, I was
Who
a big
else has
strawberry
red
kiwi.
apple juice?
Strawberry kiwi Snapple was always my go-to. Do you guys remember that Sobe soda they did for a while? It was like Mr. Green or something like that.
No,
It
It was almost
very
it was like
short-lived.
almost like Dr. Pepper-esque but different. It was kind of crazy. It came in like a green bottle.
It's when they jumped on the energy soda craze.
Yeah,
They were
yeah.
trying to do something that would be a step between regular soda and like Red Bull style energy drinks. And so like Mountain Dew dropped Mountain Dew MDX. The Sobe Mr. Green came out. There were a couple other brands. The MDX was pretty fire. I'm kind of disappointed that disappeared. It was just
Oh,
like Mountain
that's
Dew with a
crazy you
shitload
just
of
said that,
ginseng.
Advocate for Liberty. You're going to have to listen to one of the newest episodes coming up soon of the podcast because we were literally talking about those prebiotic sodas and stuff. They're pretty good? Really? What flavors have you had?
Yeah, have you tried this Mountain Dew one? Because I've read a lot of people say it's pretty good.
Yeah, Coke did make Surge too. Surge was
Oh
okay.
God, Surge.
I actually
yeah.
like Surge.
Pure Leaf tea is pretty good. It's definitely more of an authentic tea for sure. I'll give you that, Ern.
Yeah,
I'll give you that.
never
Surge
buy
is
that.
back. So for people who miss Surge, you can buy it now. It's still on the market. They brought it back, and it's been around for a couple of years now. I'm just gonna tell you, don't get your hopes up. It does not taste as good as I remember.
LJ says as long as nobody advocates for Fuego, Sean, get him.
Oh, come on now. Listen.
Get him,
Fago
Sean.
is-
Get him, Sean. Get him.
Fago is clutch for two reasons. Number one, you can hate on Fago, but I bet you'll drink Surefine. And guess what? Surefine is the same company. Number two, the things that Fago does for the community, huge. Number three, so many people rely on that brand. Number four, they make certain flavors you will never see anybody else make. Who the fuck else is making Rockin' Rye soda? Tell me. Nobody.
And number
Faygo.
5.
That's it.
What other soda can you launch like a fucking rocket without having to put Mentos in it?
That's right. Shake that bitch up, throw it on the ground, that cap explodes, and boom!
So you don't even have to do that, dude. I've seen them just shake it, shoot it out for a little while, and then all of a sudden turn it upside down and let it go, and that motherfucker.
Dude,
Shout out to the Juggalos.
I have
Juggalos.
worn many a Fago shower in my life, and there's something very special about that experience. You know, everybody who's ever been to a concert inside the like floor area, you know how hot and sweaty and gross everybody gets by the end of the night, right? When the headlining act comes on and now they're launching cold fucking 3 liters of soda onto you. Ooh boy. That is the best.
Dude, I will
feeling
say
when you're
like Fago has a couple flavors that I like.
Dude, it's
But
like,
they're like the classics. Like I like their grape. I like their
Bro,
cream soda.
I'm the
and they have
same
like a
way.
lime one.
orange.
I'm the same way with Shasta.
See, you know what, man?
Dude, their
Honestly,
tiki punch fucking
I don't
smacks,
think I've
bro.
ever had Shasta in my life.
Carbonated fruit punch, bro. Sign me up. I'm down. They're fucking grape.
But is it as
solid.
good as Tahiti Treat though?
It's honestly on par with Tahiti Treat, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why I was surprised when I had it because I was like, oh, because I loved it's not the same like flavor profile. They're slightly different, but it's up there, bro. But dude, Shasta Black Cherry, dude, what? Fire.
Yep.
I'll have to try that.
It for the cheap ghetto brands.
Yeah.
That's like the best.
What
black
what
cherry.
other companies are putting out 3 liters, dude? Not many.
Honestly, it is kind of clutch that they come out with 3 liters.
And
And
most
it's
of the places
cheaper than a 2
I
liter.
say most of the places I know that carry that shit, your 3 liters like $1.29.
2 for the price of
Like-
1 2 liter. I'll try the Mountain Dew Ollie Pop next time and let you guys know. We are shopping likely Sunday. Hell yeah, let us know, man. What did he say? He said crisp apple tastes like a bland yet crisp apple, more texture than full flavor. Oddly interesting.
See, and Ern already knows Rockin' Rye Fago, best soda ever.
I am interested in
nobody
these
does it.
Ollie Pops though. Just honestly, you know what we should do, guys? Is
Get some and try them.
we should go out and try to grab some Ollie Pops and try them on a podcast episode.
I know where to buy them.
We don't necessarily have to get the same flavor because that might be harder to do, but at least if we could find some variation, you know what I mean? Because even if we all get even if we all get different flavors, that might be kind of cool too. We'll see. We'll work it out.
Yeah. Healthy Pop episode coming soon.
Okay, well, quick check. It looks like I can get it,
Yes, it is probiotic, Ern.
but it's like crazy expensive.
Yeah. Well, that's
Are you
because it's
ordering
like
it from Amazon?
healthy.
This is on Walmart.
Well, yeah. If you're ordering it from because Walmart does the same thing that Amazon does, where like they'll have third-party companies sell things on their website.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like this is the weird thing about that brand, Chris. Like, at least in most of the grocery stores I've been in, where I see it is actually over with like kombucha and like in the vegetable aisle.
Like no healthier items.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
because like,
not
dude,
with-
the
it's not in
prices on
soda
these
aisle.
are all crazy, but like I would try all the flavors I see. There's an orange squeeze, an orange cream, a lemon lime, a classic grape. But that's all that I see for all.
Aaron says it's near the water in his store. Yeah,
Yeah,
I guess
because it
it's just
actually
dependent.
says it's sparkling tonic.
Yeah, because it's
just
probably just a
fancy 'cause it's
flavored
got
tonic
probiotics
water.
to make your belly
Yeah.
all good.
It is next to
even Advocate for
kombucha
Liberty.
and cooler at the front of the store. Yeah, see. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Shout out to people who can drink kombucha, because mushroom tea, man, that's just that's
I
not
just
for
can't
me,
do
man.
mushrooms. But then
Different
again-
mushroom tea, yes. That mushroom tea, not so much.
Anywho, peeps, I think that's going to wrap up tonight's episode. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. It was a good time. We didn't really talk too much about different segments and things we could do here on the show, so I guess we'll have to do some brainstorming behind the scenes and try to think of some cool stuff to do. Other than that, next week, I say we do a quick or something.
Sure.
Something of that nature.
I'm with it.
So we'll talk about that behind the scenes, get that all figured out. But with that being said, Chris, throw it over to you, man.
All right, well, thanks everybody for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. Chat was popping tonight, so it's always a good time. Of course, go to shedtimepodcast.com. Check out the episodes that are up there. Check out all the stuff that's on there. Much appreciated if you give us reviews, all that jazz. And I think that's everything for me. So everybody be safe. Have a good week. Sean.
Big shout out to everybody who's out there in the chat. Big shout out to everybody who's out there on the replay. And of course, shout out to the lurkers, the people who, don't participate in chat but are still viewing. We do really love and appreciate all of y'all. Shedhead Nation just keeps growing, and we really do love y'all for it. So with all of that, I'm going to tell you, don't let the bastards get you down. Be cool. Don't be a dick. And whatever it is that you do, try and have some fun.
Absolutely, ladies and gentlemen. With that being said, it's time for my favorite segment of the show. And you guys with a little bit of some Confucius say, some wise words of wisdom, food for thought for you guys to think about. And today, Confucius say, he who has hand in pocket, always on ball.
Not the way I thought that was going. Perfect.
So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and end tonight's episode. Make sure you guys, stay safe out there. Enjoy your weekend. Leave a like, subscribe if you haven't. Tell your friends. Check out the podcast. Other than that, catch us next week. Same time, same place. So we'll end it as we normally do, sending out all those positive vibes. Chris by fives. Don't forget to tell somebody you love them. And as always, let's just vape on, Shedheads. Bye.